How to Change Your Identity and Manifest a New Life, the Ultimate Transformation Guide. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful, life-changing concepts you will ever learn, identity shifting. Because you don't get the life you wish for, you get the life that matches who you believe you are. Once you shift your identity, your habits change, your choices change, your standards change, and your life transforms automatically. If you've been trying to manifest a new reality but feel stuck repeating the same patterns, this video is your reset button. Let's get into how to change who you are at the core and step into a completely new life. Change your identity, change your reality. What is identity? Most people think identity is something fixed. I am shy, I am broke, I am bad at relationships. That's not identity, that's a story. And every story can be rewritten. Your identity is simply the set of beliefs you've been repeating about yourself until they hardened into facts. Identity equals what you believe you deserve, what you believe you're capable of, what feels normal for you, what feels out of character. Here's the twist. Your subconscious will always pull you back to the identity you've accepted, even if that identity is painful. That's why people sabotage progress, stay in toxic patterns, or never quite reach their goals, because they're trying to create a new reality with an old identity. You can't outperform your self-image, but you can upgrade it. Section 2. The Identity Manifestation Connection. Manifestation is not about forcing reality. It's about aligning with the version of you that effortlessly attracts what you want. Think about it like tuning into a different radio station. You don't chase the music. You shift the frequency and the music appears. Your identity is your frequency. Want wealth? You become someone who sees themselves as capable, resourceful, and worthy. Want love? You become someone who believes they are lovable and deserving of healthy connection. Want confidence? You become someone who acts decisively and speaks with self-trust. Manifestation is an inside-out job. When your identity changes, your reality catches up. Section 3. The old identity versus the new identity. Let's outline the two versions of you that exist right now. 1. The old identity lives by old wounds, repeats old habits, responds to life based on past conditioning, has a ceiling on what feels normal. 2. The new identity acts from the future, not the past, makes decisions aligned with the life you want, holds higher standards, naturally attracts better situations. Your job is to bridge the gap. Let's use an example. If the old identity says, I always attract the wrong people, but your new identity says, I only attract healthy, aligned connections, then every decision, every boundary, every action must be filtered through the question, what would my new identity do? That question alone can transform your life. How identity is formed, the psychology. Identity is formed through three main forces. 1. Repetition. Anything you say to yourself repeatedly becomes a belief. This is why affirmations work, but only when done consistently. 2. Emotion. Experiences that hit you emotionally, good or bad, become part of your identity. If you grew up hearing money is hard or you're not enough, that emotional imprint stays in your subconscious. 3. Evidence. Your brain collects evidence to support whatever identity you've adopted. If you believe I am unlucky, your brain will filter for experiences that reinforce that story. But as soon as you adopt a new identity, your brain starts collecting evidence for that one instead. This is why the shift eventually becomes automatic. Section 5. The 4-step identity shift framework. Now let's move into the exact process you can use starting today. Step 1. Define your old identity. Write down the identity you want to leave behind. Ask yourself, how do I currently see myself? What beliefs hold me back? What patterns do I keep repeating? No judgment, just honesty. You can't upgrade what you won't acknowledge. Step 2. Define your new identity. Now write the identity you want to embody. Ask, who is the version of me that already lives the life I want? How do they think? How do they speak? What do they tolerate? What standards do they hold? Define that version clearly. This is the blueprint for your new reality. Step 3. Change your micro actions. This is the secret. Identity doesn't shift through big dramatic gestures. It shifts through small, consistent actions that prove you're serious. Examples: want to be healthy? Start drinking water before every meal. Want to be wealthy? Save $1 today. Want confidence? Speak up one more time than you usually would. Want love? Set one boundary today. Micro actions are how you build internal proof, and proof becomes identity. Step 4. Speak as your new self. Language shapes identity. Stop saying I'm trying, I hope, maybe, I'm not good at. Replace with identity statements. I am becoming, I am learning, I am someone who, I choose, I decide, I attract. You don't manifest by begging the universe. You manifest by becoming someone who naturally attracts what you want. Section 6, Final Activation, the Identity Lock-In Tip. Here's your activation practice. Every morning, ask yourself, what would the new me do today? And then do one thing that version of you would do. Over time, something incredible happens. Your old identity becomes foreign. Your new identity becomes natural. And the life you've been trying to manifest becomes your new normal. Your identity is the root. Your reality is the fruit. Change the root. Everything transforms. If this video helped you, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's ready for a transformation. And remember, your new life is waiting for you. All you have to do is become the version of you who already lives it.